Hello and welcome back to the Concept Checkup. The point of Concept Checkup is to dive into the Warframe forums or other source, look for a community-made Warframe concept, and talk about it. For the purpose of Concept Checkup, I will use my custom-built evaluating method known as AS. Without further ado, let's begin the checkup. For today's checkup we have Maxim, the Trench Soldier Warframe. Maxim was created by Loslock on the Warframe forums, and is designed to be both a damage and CC Warframe. As I imagine you can tell, Maxim is sort of an homage to the trench warfare days of World War I, and yes, he kind of has some resemblance to Vauban. Maxim comes with better stats than normal, packing above average health, below average shield capacity, above average armor, and an average energy capacity. Make no mistake, Maxim does not have any tanking or survivability powers in his kit, so I assume the reason he has somewhat beefy stats is to help him out in that regard. Anyways, Maxim's passive grants him resistance towards gas and toxin damage. Pretty straightforward passive. Not exactly overpowered but also not entirely useless. Maxim's first ability is Hand Grenade. Maxim tosses out a simple explosive, which detonates after a short delay upon striking a surface, dealing blast damage. Just like his passive, pretty straightforward. However, Maxim's augment does make things a bit interesting. The plastic explosives augment allows Hand Grenade to stick to surfaces, and they do not explode on initial use. This allows Maxim to throw down multiple hand grenades and detonate them at once. Assuming that plastic explosives can be stuck onto enemies, Hand Grenade would become arguably better with the augment. However, I don't think that augments should be a straight upgrade over the base ability, because augments aren't designed to be mandatory. That's just me, though. Maxim's second ability is Gas Canister. Upon activation, Maxim throws a device like Hand Grenade which creates a cloud of gas that increases in size over time, dealing continuous gas damage to all enemies in the area. If Hand Grenade is detonated inside the cloud of a gas canister, any remaining damage from gas canister is converted to heat damage. Gas Canister also comes with the Tear Gas Augment, which grants each tick of gas damage a chance to blind enemies. Tear Gas would very easily become one of the top tier augments in the game, depending on the chance of the blind, and the duration. I feel that the perfect range for the blind chance would be 10 to 25% per tick, and the duration should at the very least be 6 seconds long. Naturally this would also make Gas Canister more of a CC ability due to the chance to apply blinds onto enemies, not to mention that it would give Maxim a little more survivability due to lacking any innate tanking abilities. I still feel that Tear Gas has the potential to be ridiculously overpowered if the numbers on it are overtuned, however. Maxim's third ability is Impedance Grid. Maxim tosses down a field of energy, slowing all enemies within and applying slash damage onto moving enemies. I really don't know why, but reading this made me feel like this is what Trip Laser should have been.
Like that.
Oh no!
Anyways, Impedance Grid serves as yet another CC and damage ability in Maxim's arsenal. I do imagine that pairing this with Gas Canister would make for a very nasty combination, especially if the Tear Gas Augment is equipped. However, Impedance Grid will be either great or trash depending on its size. If we're talking hallowed ground size, then yeah, I have no problems with this ability. However, if we're talking mine layer size, then Impedance Grid leaves something to be desired. Maxim's final ability is Bastion. Maxim spawns a stationary turret which he can operate like a Grenier Rampart. It can be affected by primary weapon mods, grants Maxim immunity to knockdown effects, grants Maxim some damage reduction, can push enemies away with an alternate fire, and behaves like a Var's Artemis bow in terms of expending energy only when being fired. That's quite a lot. So in essence, Bastion is a stationary exalted weapon. While it's a channeled ability, it only consumes energy while being fired, similar to Avara's Artemis bow, and while Maxim is using Bastion, he gains some damage resistance and immunity to knockdowns. Bastion does also have two augments, but one of them converts Bastion into a flamethrower while the other one is a discount Mace's Waltz. Given that Bastion is designed to be a stationary machine gun, I assume that the energy drain per shot is low, because otherwise Bastion just seems like a very easy way to run out of energy in 10 seconds. Even if the energy drain is low, That does leave the fact that Bastion inherits primary weapon mods. That's absolutely a good thing, but that doesn't resolve Maxim's current biggest problem. None of his abilities have numerical values behind them. It's difficult to determine how powerful or weak a Warframe can be if there are no numbers behind their abilities that say what they do. You can create an exalted ability on any Warframe that grants damage reduction and status proc immunity, but if the damage doesn't exist or simply isn't shown, then it's impossible to decide if it's good or bad. With that in mind, here are Maxim's scores. I do admire the fact that Maxim is designed based on a previous form of combat, but given that there's no stats to go off on, it's rather hard to call him a good or bad frame. For my personal thoughts, I want to be able to say that this Warframe concept is excellent, because while on paper this idea appeals to me in several respects, the lack of actual numbers in Maxim's abilities makes determining if he could be good or not be hard, if not impossible, because it's akin to creating a weapon concept with a fully designed look and sound, but no actual damage stats to look at. Thank you for watching.